So when you're faxing, make sure that you can verify your transmission before you do it, just to make sure that it's not going to the wrong place. This is what your discussion question is over. Make sure you read page 147 before you answer your discussion question. It's a little bit about your opinion about what you would do and then what you're supposed to do in that situation. Okay, and then I wanted to talk about the violation and penalties on page 150. So it says all healthcare employees who deal with PHI must comply with HIPAA. And so when you go into any type of healthcare organization, such as a pharmacy or any pharmacy, you're going to probably take a HIPAA class. Each healthcare organization, each pharmacy you go in has their own HIPAA standards. And so, not standards, excuse me, their own HIPAA training. And so you'll probably take a test everywhere you go. You'll have to watch a video, you'll have to read something, and you'll have to sign that you understand about HIPAA so that if they ever got sued, that they could say, yes, we trained our employees this way, and see, this employee did take HIPAA. So if there is ever an ethical or legal breach of confidentiality, it may result in many different penalties, fines, termination, imprisonment, criminal penalties, which are usually assessed for an intentional misuse of PHI. And it can be as high as $250,000 in fines and up to 10 years in prison. That is the highest. But even the lowest can start at $25,000, and that is a lot of money for a little pharmacy. So if you make sure that you do not violate HIPAA, and if any question, ask the pharmacist. And so here are just a couple of issues under here that might happen. It talks about a hospital that published a woman's PHI regarding abortion online, so on and so forth. These violations, these disclosures, are issues, medical issues. So jumping to your week 9 project is a research paper. And some of you have been asking me, what type of medical issues should I be talking about? Here are some ethical medical issues that you could talk about. It's all about HIPAA. It's all about, these things have happened. And I've given you an example in my announcements about what you could choose as well. If you need to bounce an idea off me, email me and I can say, yes, a great one. Or maybe you should look into a different one because you need to be able to write a whole research paper on it, being able to give the pros and cons and so on and so forth. So make sure that you pick something that's interesting to you, that you can find a lot of information on, so that you can then write a research paper about it. If you need help writing your research paper, please let me know. I've outlined in last announcements how to write a research paper, so make sure that you look at that before you start your research paper. Otherwise, I hope you have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.